Yo, what's up guys, this is Legion458 and this is a general maintenance video on the Ego 10. I'll be covering the regulator, the high pressure regulator, low pressure regulator, bolt, rammer, and that's it. So let's get started. So first things first, remove your barrel. Put that to the side. Now we just have our marker. Remove the macro line. Now there's a trick to these fittings. You push in first on the silver and then pull out the macro line. Just pulling on it's not going to work. So push and macro line's out. So let's get started with the regulator first. Regulator is extremely easy to clean and do maintenance on. So let's put the mark to the side and let's get started on the regulator. So regulator. Unscrew the bottom part. Out pops this part. This part, the top part, is greased, so make sure to put that in a safe location. Out pops the spring. And just pull on this to get the piston. Piston is greased, so I always recommend with a poppet marker you're gonna need two things. You're gonna need oil and grease. You might not think that it's just grease is just for a spool. Pick up yourself some Hater sauce to grease to get the internals. Remember, oil on the outside, like the bolt. Grease on the inside. Rammer, piston, anything. So you basically clean this, grease it up a little bit, and push this back in. You should do it carefully and slowly. Grease the spring a little bit on the top and the bottom. Slide that in. And re-screw this on. That is regulator maintenance. LPR maintenance. Just begin by unscrewing the LPR. Push against it so you don't overwork your threads. Then the LPR. Out pops the spring. This one's going to take a little bit longer because I don't have nails, but out pops the piston, and there's your secondary spring. Once again, grease the piston, grease the spring a little bit, just a little bit. Springs are always a little bit greased. Pop that back in. Make sure it bounces up and down so the spring is in the right place. So depress and it should pop back. Put the big screw back on and reinstall the LPR. Bolt and rammer maintenance. Your bolt. If you need to take out the pin or get to the insert on the inside, hold on, let me just move the tripod, get a little bit better view. Okay, there you go. You want the pin out, depress halfway, twist, finger over back, pull out. Pin's out. Pin fault should a spring and I guess a push pin. I don't know what it's called, but a plunger, I guess, that lines up into these two holes, which is on the out position, on the in position. That's it. Inside is the insert, which I can get out for you guys in a second. There's the insert. Guides air out of the bolt. So So now you have a hollow bolt. Cure 3. So slide the insert with the top to the top. Make sure to line up the 2 holes. Insert the spring first. Drop that in there. Then, get that in there. Then the plunger. Depress the plunger with a Allen key. Firmly depress it. Take the top of your... Alright, I know you guys can't see this, but take the top of that, depress, and push in. And then slowly take out the Allen key, and it should click back in. Should work again. And that's it. That's your bolt maintenance. Let's move on to the rammer. So rammer's in there. There's the rammer cap. Let's begin by unscrewing the rammer cap. Just slow as possible. Do not damage the threads. The rest you should do by hand. The rammer might not pop out by itself. Might not. Might. Doesn't matter. Put your bolt in all the way past the detents. Push down and push backwards. Rammer should pop right out. Take your rammer. And for rammer, I do say a very, 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 very little amount of grease needed. Just a little bit on top. All the O-rings. This back O-ring right here. I guess that's grease just a little bit. Grease. Remove your bolt first. Put your rammer into place. Push that in. Where did our rammer cap go? Right here. Retighten by hand. And then just give it a half turn with the Allen key. You never want to over tighten things. And that's pretty much it. So let's begin to put this thing back together. Get the regulator on. I'm a little bit retarded right now, so hold on. There we go. Okay. Now let's put back the macro line. If you're going to push it in all the way. Make sure it goes in all the way. Bend this back. And there we go. Gotta retighten the bottom. You shouldn't be doing this. I just accidentally didn't tighten the bottom part enough, so I'm gonna have to you could say do that. Alright, line up the the bottom fittings however you want, so like this, laying on your side. You're finished. Just replace the bolt. And you're back in business. Your ego's clean. There you go. You know the drill. Comment, rate, subscribe. No hateful comments. They will be attacked back. Thank you very much. Have a great day.